Momentum is such an interesting thing. It's like I take 2 days off. My entire being doesn't want to like get up and ride my bike over here, but you just have to like force yourself, get that initial movement, and then once the wheels start rolling, then you're good. It's like whenever I take 1 or 2 days off, it's just like getting back into it is always tougher than actually just going and actually doing it. Once I'm here, I'm totally fine, but it's just like getting here, that's like the toughest part. So there have been a ton of comments about the windows or the lack thereof, right? So on this wall here, on this side of the tiny house, there's 5 windows. And you might be like, why did you sheathe over the windows? Sheathing directly over the windows and then cutting it out afterwards is so much easier than trying to cut the sheathing to fit properly and all that kind of stuff. It's so much easier just to put the sheets of sheathing over top of it and then go back. I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow or the next day, is you go around and from the inside you drill holes at every single corner. You come to the outside, you drop a chalk line between all the holes, and then you can use a jigsaw, you can use a sawzall, you can use a skill saw in order to actually cut out the windows where they are. But yes, there are windows. There's like I think 12 windows in this structure. So yeah, don't worry about it. Just give it a few days. You'll see where all the windows are, and all will be well. So what I'm gonna work on today are some odds and some ends. So like I said in the last vlog, is I need to add another 1/2 inch piece of plywood around the subfascia in order to get the proper clearance for the rain screen and the siding to fit up properly under the fascia board. And Hannah's gonna be over here in a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get the 3/4 inch full sheets of plywood onto the top of the onto the roof there. I think we're gonna go up through the loft and then somehow get her up there. So there's only 2 full sheets that have to go up there, and then the third kind of big sheet, it's not a full sheet, it's kind of like 3/4 of a sheet. Then the rest of the sheets are 1/2 or 1/4 sheets. So I should be able to get those up using the extension ladder or again up through the loft as well. All right, let's get started. Hey Hannah.
Hi.
So what do you think?
It's huge! That's what she said.
Yeah, really, eh?
So much bigger than you would think. Like, looking at it on the internet, it's like, that looks really cool, but it's so big here.
Title can be, she thinks it's huge.
It's so big.
So I got some of those pieces for the subfascia. I got them already cut, so I can put them up afterwards. But we need to get a couple of the full sheets of 3/4 inch plywood up top of there. So I think we're gonna go up through, put it up on the loft, and then somehow get it up onto the roof. So let's try it. Three or 4.
I'll make you japchae.
Japchae?
Japchae.
Japchae?
Japchae.
Okay, cool. Bye. All right, so Hannah and I, we got 2 full sheets and then almost a full sheet of the 3/4 inch sheathing for the roof. And I'm just gonna go around and attach all these pieces of plywood onto the subfascia. That's gonna give us the full 1.5 inches of space off the wall here. Sorry to disappoint you guys, no red lentil chili today. Split pea soup on some rice. So I got all those boards nailed around on the subfascia. So what I think I'm gonna do after lunch is I've got 3 of those sheets of the roof sheathing on top of the house right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is screw 2 of those down. I'll leave one of them so I still have a good amount of space to kind of get the other pieces up. I'll start piecing in the sides of the roof sheathing and just go from there. All right, so I spent the last hour or so just doing some odds and some ends, just some random stuff that I've kind of been putting off. So I was like, whatever, I'll just do them. Mainly because I had to like climb underneath the trailer and retape some of the seams. I had to retape some of the seams on the steel flashing that's on the bottom of the trailer because some of them just kind of like split. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these 2 sheets of plywood in place. I have to center the plywood on the trailer and yeah, get some glue down, get some screws into it, and then we'll be rocking. So I got a really good amount of the roof sheathing done today. I'm gonna finish it off tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start cutting out all the windows so that people don't go berserko in the comments. Wondering if there's any windows in our tiny house. Yes, there's gonna be windows. So I got a pretty decent amount of work done today and stoked to get back tomorrow. So we'll catch you on tomorrow's vlog. Talk to you soon. Peace.